energy. Depression is a bitch that won't stop texting me.
Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you had a great weekend, and if you're up north with me, I hope you dug yourself out from that storm we got, because that was a fun one. Today I want to talk about some bad products and products I did not like personally for my own reasons. Does not mean that they are complete crap. We will talk about individually why I don't like them. Other than that, I want to tell you something that I do like, and that is that I opened my own business. Now what I'm doing, it's not like a store of Etsy or anything like that. I actually got my own domain, my website. It's new. It's a simple setup right now, but I will leave the website down below. What it is I have high anxiety. It's a mental illness of mine I've lived with since I was 6 years old. Been poked and prodded. They can't figure out why. It's just how I was wired, I guess. But with that comes me either needing to braid my hair, which makes my hair fall out because I do it in tiny braids, or I have to do the diamond art, and I love it. It's pretty, but I have nothing to do with them after they're done. So now I'm selling them as finished pieces for people to do whatever they want with. They can crochet them onto pillowcases. They can put them in frames. I will be later in the year be adding custom framing to my site, because my husband that's what he went to school for, is woodworking. He knows how to make a good frame. So that's exciting. So I will leave that site down below if you guys want to check it out and maybe help support me. That would be amazing. So other than that, great, amazing thing. Let's go talk about some shit. Let's talk about some stuff that I'm just like, ooh, bye. The first thing here is this palette. I got this off of Amazon. I had really high hopes for it because it looks just like Ofra. And I'm thinking, okay, so this could be like a dupe for Ofra, because Ofra is so expensive. You can always find between 10 to 30% off coupon codes, especially with influencers, or even just getting on their own site, they'll give you one. But what I would say is never buy them from Ulta. You always pay more than you would going onto their own site or anywhere else. But I thought, ooh, this could match it. Dry. I mean, that's the best one. This is the best one. They are, with a brush, I can't get any kind of reflective anything. Nothing out of this. Now, I don't want to write off the whole company, which is Longmani, because I got another palette that looks a lot like Ofra too, from them, and it performs amazingly. I'm actually wearing it today. It's gorgeous. So it's just this one palette that it's the Glow Up Highlight Palette. And the funny thing is I have Ofra's Glow Up Highlight Palette. I was trying to dupe it. It didn't go good for me, guys. The next thing, I actually got a little attitude about this product when I said that I did not like it, and this is the Lavender palette from Etude House. I got this on Amazon as well. I was looking for the perfect purple for a while, as you guys know. This is what the palette looks like. It's just a very everyday kind of neutral purple. I didn't like, when I said I didn't like it, I don't like it because it wasn't what I was looking for. Things like this, Etude House, a lot of Asian companies, just like ZC, like I told you with the Alice in Wonderland palette, they're very light. They're meant to be light. If you look at the tutorials, it's Asian culture. They don't cake it on like we do. They like light wisps of color and a little bit of glitter top coats and stuff like that. And this is an amazing palette if that's what you're looking for. The formula is not the problem. It's just wasn't the purple I was looking for. And then all the colors, kind of the way that I mixed them, it just didn't work out. The colors just didn't work out for me. It's a palette I would have never reached for, so it's definitely getting passed on, and it's not a favorite of mine. But someone did yell at me. Let me tell you. They told me what was up. The next thing, I actually used the crap out of this. I thought I loved this. This is the Valean Labs Smooth Glycolic Acid and Aloe Vera Facial Serum. I got it at Marshall's for $5.99. I used almost half of this up. I really thought, because I was starting to get a lot of bumps and texture, that this would be perfect. This ended up drying my face out so bad that it literally had like it was ashy. It was white cracks. You could see in my face the white cracks and the crepiness, and I looked like 50 years old plus. So I stopped using this, started using something else, and it completely stopped. So it had to have been this the whole time. I gave it a good go, but this brand is just not for me, because I've tried 3 things from this Valean Labs, and each one has been nothing to write home about. And then we have this bad boy that I used for a while as well, from Saturday Skin. I got this at Marshall's as well, but I think that it came in a box or something because I don't see a sticker on it. It was cheaper than what you can get it now. This is a 10% glycolic acid and pore control complex. I don't know about all these pore control things. I mean, your pores are there. You can make them look smaller for a small, minute amount of time, but they're there. If you got them, babe. Like, you got them. And guess what? We're human. We all got them. I just feel like the beauty world tries to make you think that it's not a natural thing to have pores. I hate that. So the whole pore control, no, it does nothing for your pores. But this also is the only glycolic acid toner serum type of thingy. I used it as a toner, right? It's a toner. It says it's a complex. I used it as a toner. It left me sticky. It burns and then it left me sticky. And not in a good way. Not in a good way at all. So I eventually was like, you know what? I've had it. I almost halfway down, I'm like, I've had it. I cannot use that anymore. Cannot do it. The next thing, you guys, probably this is going to be no surprise, because I told you right there on camera, this is going. And this is from the Revolution. Yeah. It makes you look like you're the Revolution. Alright, anyway. This is from Makeup Revolution. It's like pouring out of the, I don't even know. It's their loose powder infinite loose transparent. It's got a little net in it. This has the worst flashback I've ever seen in my life. Could not for the life of me get it to blend out. It happened on camera. You guys were there to see it. I would not recommend this if you're going to be taking pictures or you do any kind of videos. Like, no. And you can see it in person too. That's the worst part about it. It's just a huge no-go. The next thing, I really had high hopes for this. This is from TreeHut. It's their Sugar Lips. It's their Lip Butter Nourish and Renew. It's made with shea butter and rose hip oil. I thought I would like this. I've been looking for like more lip moisturizing type things that I like, besides just always yapping at you guys about AOA jelly jams. I want to find other things too. It's kind of like what I do here. This is goopy. It goes around your face. I started breaking out around my lips. It looked like I had herpes there for a hot minute. Not happy about it. This is just not a product I like. I love their scrubs. Their scrubs any day, every day. But that, no. The next thing, I only have one to show you because of the reason why I don't like it. These are, well, they were a dual thing I got from SHEIN. I don't know if you're supposed to keep these on, but I was like, well, why not? It's like an extra grip, you know. You're supposed to put these in the fridge for about 10 minutes, and then you roll them on your eyes. And they were only a couple of bucks, and that's why I grabbed them. But they're unnecessary. Like, they have glitter chunks in them. It's unnecessary. They're colored. The other one was pink. I found that they work no different. Like, they did nothing to my face. Let's just say that. They did absolutely nothing for cooling down my face, for draining my eye area, nothing. The glass in this is so thin, and I did accidentally drop it onto carpet and it shattered. I'm still finding shards of glass in my room. On a carpet, because the glass is that thin. What if you're like really trying to like press in and this breaks and stabs you in the eye? Just a thought. Just a what if. That's the kind of life I live. Okay, and 2 more products. This was a sample that I got from my last Ulta purchase months ago. It's from Petite & Pretty. I don't even know where you can find, maybe Ulta obviously, but I've never heard of this. Petite & Pretty. I've never heard of it. So maybe it's supposed to be this small because it's petite. It's their fully feathered volumizing mascara. At first I was like, okay, this isn't that bad, and it's got that great wand, that hourglass wand that I love, just like the Better Than Sex from Too Faced. It barely has any pigment. It clumps, it literally falls down onto your cheeks. It crumbles onto your cheeks. And then when you go to try to get this off, it just smears black all over your face, like a black oil that won't come off. You have to use oil, and it doesn't look good enough on to warrant that much work to take it off. So this is a huge no-go for me. And then lastly, the Revolution Pro. I find a lot of misses with Makeup Revolution. A lot. I have some ones that I absolutely adore and love, but Makeup Revolution, they need to worry more on their formulas than yanking everybody else's ideas for packaging and makeup. Is there a ghost? Did you guys see that? We're not going to talk about it. Nope. But this is their Revolutionary Pro, like microfine eyebrow stick. You guys know I love these. It broke the first time I tried to use it. Plus, this color, it doesn't say it here, but it was a medium brown, which I've always been in any brand I've ever used. This was so light, it looked blonde. So I was like, nope, absolutely not, because that's a formula issue right there if it's breaking that easily. Because if you're a company and you know you're making something that people are going to be drawing things with and using, you don't make a formula that's easily breakable. They need to go back to the drawing board on a lot of stuff. Someone needs to like send them a note. Alright, so that is everything so far that I've come across that I am like, no, absolutely not. It's not my jam. I mean, some of it literally scares me for people's health. Others, I don't think it would work for anyone. And some of them, they're just not made for me personally. It's not like they're a bad product. I will leave everything down below. If maybe you think one of these is for you, I will leave it listed and linked for you guys, as well as everything on my face, my nails. Oh, so pretty. All of that stuff will be linked and listed down below. Thank you so much for watching. And I, of course, will see you guys in the next one.